Hello, I have decided to do a video series guide on the game Cry of Fear, especially because I know how frustrating it can be to find the fuses. I know how frustrating it can be to be lost again and again. Because I've played this game several times, I think I know my way around fairly well, and I know all of the fuse locations and certain enemy spawn points. And overall, I don't think I'm terrible at the game or anything. Uh, It is worth noting that I will be using light hacks, and by that I mean pressing a button on the keyboard that I have bound to a certain lighting setting so that I don't have to use the phone lighting in the game, and I feel like it's kind of just beneficial to show you what's in the areas. Apart from that, I will be using the fire axe, which is an unlockable melee during the duration of the game rather than the default melees, but if you're a new player, you should just use the knife and then later the nightstick is what I would recommend. But without further ado, we're going to play medium mode because I feel like that's solid beginning. My microphone is also not professional by any means, so I apologize if you ever cannot understand something. I'll be giving tips throughout the game that are not really included in other people's walkthroughs. I'm not amazing at this. I've never played nightmare mode, but I have played normal and difficult. Here you press control space to get through the window, in case you're stuck at that part. You begin the game with just 2 items, and you can put them into slots that go along with the number pad or number keys on your keyboard. You can dual wield them by pressing 1 and 2 so that you can have lighting as well as the ability to attack. The knife itself has 2 settings. You can either slash, or if you press right click you can stab. Stab is slower, but it does more damage. As I said, I will be using the fire axe, however. To begin with, we have a door that requires a code to be opened. In order to quickly restore stamina, you should crouch, because it restores it faster than otherwise if you were, as you can see, just walking versus crouching. You also cannot sprint upstairs without falling sometimes, as shown. In order to get the password and username, you take this turn, then go this way. And this is randomized every time, so it's not going to be this for you, likely. Might be, but unlikely. I'm not presently using light hacks, but as you can see, it significantly changes the lighting if I do.
What the?
Here's a save point. I'm not going to save right now though. I'm gonna skip that.
What the hell? Who was he?
If you want to dodge... Oh, I see, because it's still going. If you want to dodge, you press Alt and then in whatever direction. And I would recommend dodging during essentially every encounter. It is necessary in this game, I would say, to dodge. It's not just optional. Unless you're amazing at it, but... And I don't really have to use it with the fire axe precisely because it does so much damage. But, for instance, let me show you with this. You can see how I'm dodging so it doesn't hit me. And as you can see, it takes a lot more hits with the knife than the fire axe to kill him. Here's another save point. Show you again. And then you crouch to gain stamina. Strange. On medium mode, the fire axe essentially does one hit to kill them, and here you want to find a way to open this. So you just go down this way. Here you want to do a lot of crouching and jumping. You can see I jump and then I crouch and jump. And I'm crawling through this space. If you're ever in a tight spot, I would recommend crouching rather than walking. Yeah, basically there was a murderer in the building and we get notes related to that murderer. We'll do the 5th save. We encounter a new type of enemy that stabs you. I'll occasionally switch to playing with the knife before I end up tossing it that is, just to show you what it would normally be like to melee them. And here, if you go all the way up here, you can get a syringe. I always do that. Go down to the second floor. And then there's gonna be child again. As you can see, you essentially want to hit them with only the tip of the knife. You don't want to get like very, very close. You're just supposed to kind of brush against them, is how I would describe it. And of course, dodging is imperative. It's kind of simple if you eventually get the hang of it. But yeah. And then again, there's another note. Get some stuff on the ground. And then, as you can see, here's the victims. And we can't leave the room quite yet. And then there's going to be a picture. And he doesn't. It is possible to not get hit. And in my playthrough that I'm playing right now, which is not this one, this is just a guide playthrough, I have not gotten injured by one of those things a single time. And I think I'm just getting like very lucky or something, because usually you will get hit. Sometimes it's kind of impossible to miss this guy's swing. I feel like I have performance anxiety or something though, because I always do worse when I'm trying to actually record my gameplay. It's kind of fun. Then we get this gun in the ceiling. And you want to keep this for basically the entire game. This gun may not seem like much, but it's essential. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to avoid them. Another note, which I don't really care about. And there's not really much we can do here. Also, this game doesn't come with maps, like you're kind of just going places. Here we encounter nothing actually. I feel like I'm going to get lost. Which will be kind of funny. I'm gonna use a light hack here just to show you where stuff is. And another save point, whatever. And then I want to use that elevator. Now we're on the 4th floor. Can't do that. Then we find the guy, and then we take the key. Then we can see that we can get down. New enemy. Gotta turn off this. And we have a rope. And I'm just gonna get rid of my knife because I don't need it. But just as a note, if you want to get back up here, like if you want to drop an item and then come back for it, I don't think that you can. Because I've tried that before. It didn't really have success. Could be misremembering, but I would say don't drop anything that you need later. So don't drop your knife. You can see the light hack kind of changes the colors and stuff as well. Kind of funny. But not really gonna torment you with that. Here we have Michael Myers. He's really fast, I'll tell you that. Down here, you want to only use your melee. Don't use your gun because we are going to encounter this. And if you use your gun, she basically is able to kill you through suicidal influence. And so if you are using a melee instead, that doesn't happen. I know that some people have difficulty with getting past her precisely because they don't realize that you're not supposed to use a gun. You can do some decent damage too, so you have to be careful with your hits. Apologies for the fact that I will be randomly adjusting the light. And then down here, I want to get this tape. Then, gotta go back. This way. Ah. Then what we're gonna do is we gotta go on a different floor. I want to go up here. And then here you get the code. As you can see, 8799. Again, it's random every time. And then what you want to do is go all the way up here to the elevator. Go down. And kind of a hellish world like in Silent Hill. An alternate place of sorts. I would say that this game is, well, I'm not entirely sure if it is inspired by Silent Hill games, but it certainly feels like it at times. I'm not very informed on that. You basically just collect a bunch of ammo on the ground. I'm not going to be using my gun a lot in this game though. And then here you do want to save. Because now we're in a boss battle. With him, you kind of want to reach around him. And you kind of like hit him near his back. Because then he gets down and you can hit him on his back. You can't really do damage to him while he's standing, however. It has to be while he's kneeling like that. And if you get hit by him a single time, you're dead. You can do this faster if you just use the gun, but I don't feel like it, frankly. You know what? Maybe I should actually. Oh, wait until he's back down. But yeah. Then he kills himself, and then somewhere else. When it comes to ammo, you want to essentially wait until you're out of bullets before refilling, because otherwise it wastes bullets, because it kind of uses real life logic. At least that's how I've heard it be described. I'm not well versed in guns. With these guys, you want to crouch and then hit them with your melee. There's one of these doors that, as far as I know, has nothing in it, because I don't remember getting anything out of it. And I think it's this one. Yeah. Like, I just don't think there's even anything in that room. Then when it comes to this area, you're gonna get more of the crawly boys. And what I like to do is I like to lure them up here and then crouch jump or jump crouch onto this edge. Because you can hit them from above, and so you don't take any damage. So you kind of just go halfway and wait till they come, then jump crouch onto this. Sometimes it doesn't hit them very well, but this one doesn't want to die, I guess. Then there's another one. Blah blah blah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. And then you take out your phone, you press Z.
Hello? Hello? Who is this? What? What the fuck are you talking about? I need help, please! God damn it! Help me!
This, I believe, is the same every time. Could be wrong, but I think it's always the same. This is the one part where I do kind of get lost. I think I'm just dumb. But your goal is to go down rather than up. And again, there's like other pathways that lead to nothing. Just a moment. Okay. Save here. Now we have a new enemy that's going to come out. He has a tongue. Usually there's a lot of them in a single location, and they're found in the sewers. Sometimes they're not in the sewers, but generally they are in the sewers. This, I don't think you can even, like, it's a struggle to even grab onto this. You kind of just fall. I don't think you take any fall damage. As you can see though, I lunge back a lot because you should always dodge. Oddly, I got lost in this spot last time. I don't even know why. Usually I don't get lost here. I think I'm just forgetting things. But Here, there's nothing really to do, so you just go down this way. Here, there's a save point. Just shows how little I use the gun. $279 should be $279. Yeah. And then our goal is to make this flammable, or rather, to set it on fire. I believe this is random every time. You'll often encounter the crawly boys in these kind of like tunnel spaces as well. If you go here, you can get some shotgun ammo. Again, I have weird lighting because I have the light hack thing enabled. Here, I usually will peek out and see the enemy and then aim and shoot, so I don't take damage. Just do some headshots and then there you go. You can do a little cutscene if you choose to light the cigarettes, and he's just, you know, chilling. Yeah, if you wanted a little Easter egg of sorts. Shotgun is fairly useful. Less useful if you have the fire axe, because you're in close range, just use the fire axe, but if you're using the regular melees, the shotgun is very useful for your playthrough. Oh, he takes damage if he's too close. I didn't even know that. My first syringe of the game, as I recall. You can get up to up to 10 of them at once. Here, you're gonna want to get him stuck in a swinging animation. Run over to one of these. And then it's going to electrocute the ground. You want to make sure you're on a platform so you don't get electrocuted. And again, get him stuck in swinging animation. Coming at me. Then get him in this corner. Just wait a little bit. And then go up here. And then see, there's nothing. Well, you can get that, but and now there will be them. Now that we have the key, we go back to where we were. And we can open up this door. Save, I guess. This part, you need to make sure that your health is essentially maximum in order to survive it. If your health is low, you're not gonna survive it. And I would recommend not jumping because that uses more stamina than just ordinarily running. So even though it's tempting to start jumping, don't do it. And make sure you have maximum stamina as well. Don't be sprinting right before it's gonna start soon. Here is where you're going to want high health and maximum stamina, because this will happen. And there's multiple dead ends. Even though you want to jump, don't do it. And this is precisely why I say have high health, because you will die. And it is called You Will Die. The part that is approaching is kind of interesting. I think. Yeah, see, I have maximum syringes right now, so I can't pick this up. And see, you can come back here later, so if you want, you can just leave that there. And there is a map, but I don't use it. And you don't want to get close to that, you'll die, so you want to go in here. You don't necessarily have to kill these guys, they're pretty weak, but they can still snag you. Here, we're gonna see. See, they're a bit too far to peek out and get a headshot from them, so kinda have to. This part is stupid, because you essentially have to do that, you can't really jump over it. And see, there's another one of these, they're pretty... You can just get past them, but... I'm not a fan of him taking hits on me, so... Here comes the interesting part. You may think that you have to run from him, but you don't actually have to because he is slower than if you're just walking. But you don't... This is not really a chasing scene. Like, it may seem like it, but he's slower than you. And I would recommend speeding up the beginning, but then you don't have to do it after that. Like, I'll do this first, but then I'll just keep walking. Just don't stop and you're fine. This also applies to when he chases you later on, because it will happen again. See, I'm just walking over here. And you know I'm down here. And there's just some ammo over there if you want it. He disappeared. See, that time he didn't hit me and he just died. You have to be kind of... See, that one did hit me. You have to be kind of, I don't know, just lucky, I guess. You can slightly graze it. And I think it's... One of these rooms has a nightstick in it, and I would recommend getting that as soon as possible. I would recommend getting it from the room that it's in. And see, I got hit again. Let me see which one it is. This one's the... Okay, this one's the ammo one. But one of these rooms has the nightstick. I just keep getting tanked by these things. See, there's essentially not much reason to go this way. But I will show you where the nightstick is. So in this room, it is a better melee weapon than the knife. It's slower, but it does more damage, and I would overall recommend it a lot more than the knife. Don't pass up on this. The nightstick will appear numerous times later as well, but I think that it's important to get it as soon as possible. Actually, it did spawn earlier on when we were outside with the crawly guys. Uh, I think that I've played before at that part where it just did not spawn. So I think it can be like finicky, but you could also get it there, and if not, then get it in this room. But, and again, we'll see it again later on, so if you don't, it's not that big of a deal, but I would recommend. Stupid. Those little babies are really annoying. You do a little parkour over here. Or fail, like me. Here, I will explain this. What you're going to want to do is find these and essentially adjust where they are on this in accordance with this compass. And so essentially that way is north, that's south, this is west, and that is east. So don't be mistaken into thinking that's north just because you're facing that way. That way is north. And I'll show you where these are. You can get the horse one over in this corner. And here's the actual what it tells you to do. And as you can see, the owl is south, then I think it's eagle or something is north, and then both the lion and the horse are west. So just don't forget that. Here we have the owl, I put it in south. Here we have the, I guess, eagle, and you can see it's currently west, and it's kind of weird to move it on this thing. But now I put it in the north position. Here we have the horse, and the lion is all the way up there. Hold on, let me look at this. So we have it currently in the west position, and as you can see, the lion is currently east, and so we want to make it west. Then we go up here to get to the lion. It's all the way up here. And then this door opens. And this is where I end up having to drop something. Like, as you can see, I'm going to drop the nightstick as it is. But what I do is I first get the key. And we're gonna counter. Yeah. I first get the key so that I don't have to just completely leave the hunting rifle back there. I get the key. I open this, and then I backtrack to get it. And that's the thing about this game, sometimes you just have to backtrack for things, which is pretty annoying. Other times I just leave weapons like laying on the floor for a while and then come back to them because I don't feel like going back But ultimately, I would definitely say to get this and not leave it. And if you haven't gotten the nightstick, it should spawn here. At least it did during my first playthrough of the game, in which I didn't get it in the outdoor spot with the crawly guys, or in the one of the, I guess, apartment rooms or whatever. I initially got it up there, so it should spawn up there as well. And so make sure you have this, because I would say it's pretty important. It's not absolutely necessary, but it is better for these enemies. And you kind of have to like dodge out of the way with them. And if you go this way, you can get some more ammo. You can't quite go in here yet. As you can see, we don't have the card. But we will backtrack to that area later on. And if you press shift, he focuses, but it uses your stamina. So you can hold it for a while, but ultimately... So just keep that in mind, it does use stamina. And when he makes that certain sound is when he's about to like throw up on you. I call these guys the poop slingers personally, because I think that it's like sort of that color, and I just think it's a funny name. You can't go this way, so don't really bother with it. And first you go over here, because we gotta answer the phone.
Hello?
Can't really skip this, I don't think.
Hello? I can't hear you. Who is this? How did you get my number? Can you help me? What the fuck is going on in this town? You're... what? You're up on the roof? I can't hear what you're saying. Hello? Hello, are you still there? Ah, shit.
There is also this map if you want to look at it. Apart from that, we can't go that way yet. I'll show you exactly what to do, however. I'm just hoping I don't die at this part, honestly. Because multiple Michael Myers come at you. I don't think there's... Ugh. See, they kind of just jump out at you. And there's quite a few of them. So just be careful. And watch your back, I guess. Ugh, see? They really just come out at you. Granted, I should use this honestly, but yeah. There's a lot of them over here. It's kind of annoying, I would say. And what you're going to want to do here is grab this shovel, and there's multiple dig sites around this area, and you can kind of like get ammo and such out of them. I'm not going to do that right now though, and I would also recommend dropping your shotgun here, because you will see very quickly why I'm doing that. But drop your shotgun, you're gonna come back for it. So far, there's nothing except the Michael Myers and that one slower. I'm going the wrong way. It's because we're gonna go right over there, so my mind's like, oh. go back this way. And then there's a dig site. And then keep grabbing the wrong thing. Drop that, pick up that, and now they have spawned. And that's precisely why you should have dropped the shotgun and not your sniper rifle. It may be tempting to reload your gun when it has not much ammo in it, like as you can see with me, but don't do it because then it just gets rid of your ammo. They're really obnoxious and I hate them. But yeah, you can pick up your shotgun again. Just not quite yet. And like, if you want to go back to get it right now, you can. I have experienced weapons and even fuses despawning before, so I would say to save your game in like multiple files, just in case that happens to you. Because it is frustrating not having something and then having to go back to a really old save, or risk saving after something despawns. So just be careful with that. And then there's nothing we can do in this building except go to the very top and go in this way. And I'm going to save here and continue this series next time, but yeah. I would recommend, because this is the only save point before something significant, so definitely save right here. And then I will continue this next time.